Kia ora, and welcome to Wednesday's Economy Watch, where we follow the economic events and trends that affect New Zealand. I'm David Chaston, and this is the international edition from interest.co.nz. And today we lead with news the US wished resumption of talks with Iran don't seem to be happening. The Strait of Hormuz remains closed, and even if it was reopened, it is never going back to normal. It seems Trump has effectively generated the global push necessary to transition away from fossil fuels. Oil company share prices are retreating. Big investors are trying to offload their coal assets. China's green tech is in demand everywhere, including in the US. We're now in the age of electricity, where demand is surging. Meanwhile, the Warsh confirmation hearings in the US are following the predictable partisan scripts. But first, today's full dairy auction featured a low amount of product offered and sold, 10% less than the same week a year ago. Overall prices are down almost 2.75% below the last full auction in US dollars, down 5.85% in New Zealand dollars. Northern Hemisphere seasonal volumes are rising, so global supply is very adequate. The main weaknesses in today's auctions were from butter down 7.9% and hydrous milk fats down 9.6% and mozzarella down 3.1%. But whole milk powder basically held its own, down just 0.6%, and skim milk powder rose 3.2%. Demand out of China rose, offsetting the unsettled Middle East demand. In the US, there was another strong indicator from their weekly ADP employment report, the second in a row, and US retail sales came in better than expected for March, up 4.6% from a year ago, about twice the increase as for February. And that is their biggest rise in a year. But of course, much of this will be inflation-related, and much just came from the spike in retail petrol prices. US pending home sales were up in March from February, although the gain was less than the prior month. That still leaves these residential real estate sales 1.1% lower than year-ago levels. And Taiwanese export orders blew past all expectations yet again, coming in at $91 billion for March, up 67% from a year ago, up 18.5% from the prior stunning record high. Adjectives fail to adequately describe what is happening here. And the German ZEW sentiment survey fell much sharper than the expected fall in April. In Australia, the ACCC's court case against supermarket giants Coles and Woolworths regarding deceptive pricing practices over specials is capturing attention. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now just on 4.29%, up 4 basis points from this time yesterday. And we should probably note that US private credit funds are about to report their March results, and especially in the direct lending sector, redemptions are expected to far exceed new investment. It is notable that big money, wealthy investors are leading the retreat and probably leaving late-arriving retail investors with very damaged positions. Interestingly, there are similar, although not as severe, pressures in China's private credit markets too. The price of gold will start today down $92 at $4,715 an ounce. Silver is down $3.50 at $76.50 an ounce. But American oil prices are up 50 cents at just over $89.50 a barrel, while the international Brent price is up $3, now at $98 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is up 10 basis points from yesterday at 59 US cents. Against the Aussie, we're up 30 basis points at 82.4 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're up 20 basis points at 50.2 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today also up 20 basis points from yesterday at 62.4. And the Bitcoin price starts today at $75,782 and off a minus 0.2% from yesterday. Volatility over the past 24 hours has remained modest, at just on plus or minus 1.2%. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. We'll do this again tomorrow.